Alright guys, this is Eddie from Arizona Archery Club, just listening to the Cam Haynes Keep Hammering Collective Podacst this morning with Greg Poole. And Cam and Greg were actually talking about this bow specifically, PSE SICARIO. So the big concern with this type of bow is just the short brace height. So that measurement there, shorter brace height is typically going to lead to a little bit less forgiveness. So if we're trying to be super accurate downrange, on paper, probably a little bit less forgiving. If that's actually the case, that's really dependent on the archer themselves. But in terms of speed, you're going to gain a ton of speed, especially with this new FDS cam. So we just got this one put together. Ben put it together here. 80-pound bow. It's actually weighing in at 87 pounds. So it still has to settle in a little bit. So we'll get it within spec. Axle to axle is actually measuring in spec. So we're not under axle to axle and actually tightening these strings up too much. So Mikey just shot it through the chrono. We're going to shoot it again, show you guys the chrono speed. We actually have a chart over here that's going to tell us kinetic energy, momentum, all that information out to 100 yards. And also want you to pay attention to how quiet the bow is. This arrow is actually weighing in at 686 grains. So a little bit heavier for some people, but just to give you a little bit of perspective on what we have on this build. All right, so original one, we got 264. This is 264.8. So what we're seeing here with our energy and stuff, we do this on all the bow builds that we do, just something we like to give to our customers. So kinetic energy at 20 yards, you're at 100 and basically 102. It's 101.9. That's foot-pounds. And then your momentum is going to be 0.787. And then all the way out to 100 yards, you're at 88 foot-pounds and 0.732. So really good energies out of this stuff. Again, you heard how quiet it was. That's a little bit dealing with the arrow and stuff, but
that's a 28-inch draw length.
28-inch draw length too. So I forgot to mention that 28-inch draw length, 87 pounds. So really good bow. Again, if it's going to be forgiving for you, again, that's brace height on paper. This is a really good shooting bow. I'm actually shooting one this year. Come check it out.